and those connected to her have been going after Britney Spears hardcore after Britney Spears decided that she would back JD. We're not talking about a few random comments here and there either. We are talking about a coordinated effort to try to take down Britney Spears, talking about how she needed to go back to her conservator, how they never should have freed her. I mean, this stuff, it has been insane. The beautiful thing about this, too, is that people, they shut this down. They call it out worldwide as it trends. Another loss for AH. You and I, we're going to talk about all of that today. Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. So, hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And I wish I could say that I was surprised by the organized harassment. And this is very organized by people connected to AH, by the way, when it comes to Britney Spears. But this isn't surprising at all. I mean, these are the same people that have been openly bragging over the last few days about how they have a Hollywood hit list. And I do mean openly bragging, as in they're posting these names publicly. This is an organized harassment list. What did these people do, by the way? They liked a post. That's right. They had the common sin of just liking one post from JD. And if they're willing to get together behind the scenes to make sure that they silence random people connected to Hollywood, why? Because of the singular sin of going out and liking a post, imagine what they'll do to Britney Spears, because Britney Spears has almost 42 million followers. Right now, 41.9 million. And you can see on this one singular post, she gets quite a bit of attention. She gets 174,000 plus likes, not views. That's just likes alone. Almost 10,000 comments. Oh yeah, you know they're going to put all their effort in to trying to silence her. Now, what's astounding about this, to me at least, is what they decide to organize over. I mean, if you look at this post here, this is just a quote. It doesn't bring up anything at all about any type of trial. It doesn't bring up anything at all about AH. It is merely quoting something that is somehow, in some way, Britney Spears, she found moving, so she decided to share it. But since it comes from JD, these people, they got to shut it down. I mean, look at what she puts up here. People cry not because they're weak. It's because they've been strong for too long. And when you look through this, you get a lot of support for it. But along the way, I mean, some of the stuff that comes up, no, I can't deal with that right now. Oh no, how dare you put this stuff up? And if you look at the accounts that are organizing this stuff, these accounts, they have direct association with AH. They even bragged about it in the past. I mean, this one right here, I'm not showing you who they are because they get mad. They try to flag things down. But this one, they claim direct association. They said that they were in communication with AH's team, her lawyers. They were doxing people behind the scenes, saying they were going to turn over their identities so they could do harm. Look at what they're bragging about here. Oh, the comments on Britney's post. Wow, the tide has officially turned, people. And look at this here. Oh, not JD. Delete this right now. Why are you praising an abuser? Absolutely not. I love you, but not this. Why would you post something said by a wife rhymes with Walmart greeter? Britney, no. Your dad used the JD lawsuit against you. Please tell me you see this. Girl, delete this now, and on and on. Now that, by the way, is just them getting started. Oh, they're going to get much, much worse. And a lot of people, they won't comment on stuff like this. Even though they support someone like JD, they'll remove that support, or they won't say anything altogether. Why? Because they don't want something like this aimed at them. And what's amazing about this, as the original poster says here, many of these folks, they're claiming that they're feminists. I stand with women. I want them to be free. In fact, the ones here that are actually traceable accounts, many of them say that they stood with Britney. They wanted her free to make her own decisions until she made a decision to post something about JD, something very innocuous. Then, you got to take everything away, and much, much worse. Look at what they have to say here. Here's the first one. Freeing her was a mistake, I fear. They want to take away her freedom. Her dad didn't abuse her enough. I mean, that says plenty about the type of people you're dealing with. Lock her up again. Another person wanted to take away freedom. Look at this statement. I mean, this is especially nasty. Girl, WDC. Britney is a lithium field. You notice the descriptor they use for who needs her kids taken away again. So they're aiming at her children. They want to remove them after they know what kind of devastation this had before. Again, because she quoted JD. You have quite a few others talking about taking away her freedom, getting that conservatorship back. Lock this lithium crack addicted up. And then this, I thought this was very telling. This is why the N to the A to the Z to the I's worded your grandparents 80 years ago. I mean, look at what they're celebrating. Again, because posts. I mean, it just goes on and on, too. People wanted to take away life, liberty. They want to take away children. They say they stand with women until, again, they step out of line. Now, what's beautiful is how quickly people react to this, too. In fact, if you look on Twitter just by itself, you look up Britney Spears, you won't find AH and all of those folks what they're posting. Instead, what you find are people shutting this down and shutting it down worldwide to the point that it trended all over the world. When you look at these posts as well, you'll notice that this is support, not just for JD, but support for Britney Spears as well. If you're on Instagram, please go and like and show some support for Britney's post. Don't let the trolls bully her into deleting it. You have people calling out other posts, like I see why Britney is jealous. Why would the Britney Spears be jealous, I'm going to say, of an accoster who is $10 million in debt? Why don't you tell me about that right now? To people saying, if you cared about Britney Spears and what she went through, you wouldn't be bullying her into deleting posts. I don't care if you disagree with her about quoting JD. I don't care if you hate him, because it's about her. Leave her alone and let her do what she wants. And that's what people are saying over and over again. When people were talking about freeing Britney Spears, they were talking about letting her do exactly what she wants. But apparently, no, a lot of these folks, they thought it would be a new brand of conservatorship. That new brand of conservatorship, it would be them saying what they want from Britney Spears. But anyway, let me know what you think about this stuff. I love seeing these folks get shut down too. But let me know. I appreciate you being here too. You make this stuff work. Thank you. You want to help out the channel? Links are in the description. We can always use your help, but you being here, that is the biggest help of all. So thank you. I appreciate you. Gonna end here. Thank you again. See you soon.